This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. This is why Ivana Habazin got knocked out by Claressa Shields. She was sitting there in the weigh-in, playing around, thinking that, oh, she made weight, she could eat ice cream. Listen, man, there's levels to this stuff. Claressa Shields is on a whole nother level, a whole nother planet than you. You don't come in there thinking that you're a superstar of epic proportions and epic magnitudes. Just look at what happened to Christina Hammer. And she was considered a fight that was actually going to be a close fight relatively to Claressa Shields in terms of her resume and what she brought to the table, because she's a person that could, set everything up behind the jab. But Ivana Habazin, you should have went in there and dedicated yourself to your craft, especially after what happened to your trainer. I don't understand why you went in there, trying to showboat. Why you went in there thinking that you could just step into the fight and think that you could win. You got dropped. You got knocked out. And the reason why is because you thought that this was play. This is not play, man. Claressa Shields is on the road of being the GWOAT. She wants to be the greatest woman of all time when it comes to boxing. So any and everybody that's in her way is going to get pummeled. This is her mentality. She has a true alpha mentality. Let me say it again. She has a true alpha mentality. Alpha is a woman true alpha, by the way. He knows the sport, always creating terminology. But it fits. It's befitting. She's a true alpha. So in true alpha fashion, she's going to not let anything or anyone stand in her way. This is her mentality. The way that she grew up, in Detroit, Michigan, Flint, Michigan, her mindset, she has that Michigan mindset. And we all know great things come out of Michigan, a la Claressa Shields, a la Floyd Money Mayweather. Great things come out of Michigan. It is what it is, man. They birth great products. They birth GOAT and GWOAT products. It is what it is. There's just no two ways around that. I don't know what's in the water in Michigan, but they just birthed that kind of stuff. And Claressa Shields went through some hard upbringing that has done one or two things. And I tell you guys about this stuff. Remember what I told you about pressure? When it's applied, right? It's unlimited. It either bursts pipes or you become best friends with it. 97% of people on this planet, pressure bursts pipes with them. But the 3%, they become best friends with it. And Claressa Shields is one of these people that what don't break you, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. And pressure made her stronger. If anything, she thrives under pressure. She wants pressure. She wants to fight all of these females, man. Each and every single last one of them. Because she wants to separate herself from the pack. She wants Cecilia Breakers. She's chasing greatness right now. Obvious Cecilia Breakers is smaller than her. And I believe that if they're going to fight, it has to be at a catch weight that's going to be comfortable for both fighters. Because Claressa Shields is just a lot bigger than her. And that super fight of epic proportion and epic magnitude has to happen sooner than later, because Cecilia Breakers is getting up there in age. But this is the thing with Claressa Shields. She's chasing greatness. Outside of the nonsense that came out of her mouth thinking she could beat the men, because that was just straight foolery. No female can beat no male in boxing. That's just, And I'm talking about the highest levels. That's just not possible. But other than that, she's a true alpha nevertheless. And Ivana Habazin was just a speed bump, man. Let's just keep it real. She was just a speed bump that Claressa Shields just had to get over. Now she got over her. I want to see her chase greatness and fight some real fights. To me, this was like a tune-up fight. This is the way I look at it. She got her tune-up out the way. She got her fresh, body out the way. Now it's time for her to fight someone else that's going to really push her and step up the competition. I want to know who you guys think should be next. I think she should be calling out Cecilia Breakers, and I think they need to make this fight happen sooner than later. It would be nice if that fight would be next, because, like I said, when you're chasing GWOAT status and you're chasing greatness, then you need to constantly be pushed and you need to be constantly tested. And what we're seeing in women's boxing a la Claressa Shields, as she's one of the ones that's damn near spearheading it. You could say she's the spearheaded one in terms of spearheading women's boxing in general. You got to give her credit because she has a mentality that I could say that is above the men's and a lot of men boxers. Unlike a Terrence Buck Crawford, she wants to fight the best. She's not ducking her own division. And she's trying to fight any and everyone that calls her out. Terrence Buck Crawford could take notes from Claressa Shields because he doesn't want to fight no one at 147 pounds. He doesn't want Sean Porter. He doesn't want Dennis Ugas. He doesn't want Danny Garcia. He doesn't want Keith Thurman. He wants to fight the winner of Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. What does that tell you? This has to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of in my life. Super lightweights. Junior welterweights. This is who this guy wants to fight, not actual welterweights. People that was in his previous division. He should have just stayed at 140 pounds. He could learn a thing or two from Claressa Shields. And I like the fact that Claressa Shields is being continuously molded by Andre Ward. See, this is the thing. When Andre Ward is molding people, you see a repetitive pattern. You saw this with Shakur Stevenson. Now you're seeing this with Claressa Shields. When Andre Ward gets a hold of you and he molds you, he's molding you into greatness. He's making sure that you're clicking on all cylinders. You're doing everything that you're supposed to as a boxer to maximize your greatness. And you're not just putting the cart before the horse. You're taking step-up fights at the right time. Because Andre Ward's cut from a cloth of an old school fighter. Remember, the fighters he looked up to was Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones Jr., and Floyd Mayweather. So this is why he has the mindset that he has. And he's just basically ingratiating that and passing that on to a Claressa Shields, passing that on to a Shakur Stevenson. And you could see they are taking that same mold. This is why they're great in their own regard as young fighters. Because they're doing what they're supposed to. They're not skipping the line. They're not skipping the process. This is the problem with a lot of fighters. They like to skip the process. They're not doing that. Claressa Shields got to where she's at by continuously doing everything that she was supposed to and testing herself. Same thing with Shakur Stevenson. This is what I like to see from fighters. A lot of men boxers could take notes from Claressa Shields because she's doing everything the right way in terms of how she's training, her work ethic, her habits outside of the boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? She's class personified. And you got to give her credit. This is why I was in her defense when the whole situation happened with Ivana Habazin's trainer. She had nothing to do with that. She was actually going in for the pre-weigh-in before the actual weigh-in because they do that. And boom, the fight broke out and everybody wanted to blame her because they were supposedly her handlers or people that was around her. That had nothing to do with her. She's been class personified. You don't see her out there doing anything that, you know what I'm saying, showcases her in a negative light. You don't see her in no club falling out. You don't see her getting arrested. Oh yeah, Gervonta Tank Davis, I'm going to get on you about that. You don't see her doing anything that puts her in a negative light. Because he knows the sport keeps that same energy, dog. I keep that same energy. But I got to give Claressa Shields props. And in this video, I want to give her the ultimate props that a lot of men boxers out here need to take notes. Because she's kicking ass and she's taking no prisoners. Let me say it again. She's whooping butt and she's taking no prisoners. And that's something that has to be saluted to. So Claressa Shields, you get the biggest what? Saluted the damn day. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.